Gamer. I love watching these every month because some people be doing some weird stuff.
Spike
I
down.
remember on one
A.
of these is whenever I figured out how bad the like some of the gamer problems are for the PC lounges over in Korea and stuff. Like people will be sleeping in the PC lounges and like basically living there. And I don't know, it's crazy. Like I've heard some crazy stories, and I mean they're called weird stories. So let's watch. This one's for
Every
June.
month, bunch of weird stuff happens. No denying it. The world of
That's
gaming
pics.
is weird. And every month, GameRanks puts together a nice little compilation of the weird. I'm Focus Falcon today
Deluxe
on
with me.
GameRanks. the
One
weird
enemy
gaming
remaining.
stories of
Sheesh.
June 2020. And number 10, a real trucking company is buying billboards in American Truck Simulator for finding new truck driving people. And
Like real
it's
ads in video
definitely a
games?
weird thing.
Yo, that's actually interesting. I mean, that'd be annoying as fuck, but like imagine if you're walking around right here and then maybe like up there, there's like an ad for fucking Gatorade or something, you know? And then like every month it could be changed. Maybe like one other month it's like
Thank you.
McDonald's hiring $14.50 an hour, you know? That'd be kind of interesting because then whenever you're like, if you're just kind of like casually looking around, or if you're like waiting right now, you can like see something right here and be like, huh, $14.50. Maybe I'll call after this game. You know, or like you see some kind of new, like even the Valorant stuff like on here. Is there anywhere on this map? Yeah. Watch. Like even this shit right here. If there's like ads for this. Or like usually they have some of the characters, but I mean look at those, you know? If they had like a price on it and maybe a website or something, or put a QR code in the game, and you could just buy it straight from there.
Over there.
That'd be interesting, I feel.
Thing to think about. That said, it's perhaps one of the most intelligent ideas ever.
Inside.
The people playing American Truck Simulator
Reloading.
are people who
Spike
are doing
planted.
exactly what they would be doing, but because they enjoy it. They're not getting paid to play American Truck Simulator.
Good shit, 40.
And they would get paid to do the same thing. Real.
Problem solved.
And we're not talking contract work. The company doing it is Schneider. And if you look into
Schneider.
their employment, we're talking about jobs that border on six figures, which obviously is nowhere.
Whoa, thanks for this
Last
advertisement.
player
I'm about to go
standing.
apply. Honestly, truck driving though, for 6 figures a year, bro. That's me getting tired on that road.
What it was 20 years ago, but they're talking about paid flights, a guarantee of earning $1,000
They
weekly
think
your
they're the
first
best
120
until we prove
days,
them wrong.
paid orientation. Some of the jobs have like $3,000 sign-on bonuses, tuition reimbursement, but arguably one could say that this job is about as
I might
good
have
as
to get my
anything you're
CDL
going to get
license,
going to
dog.
school.
Holy
I would
fuck.
guess that they're going to get a lot of applicants. It's a brilliant idea. Obviously,
That is a brilliant
it's an
idea.
ad inside a game that you paid for, which is going to irritate some people. But honestly, it's probably one of the
Bro,
most
you can get those same ads free
relevant
though.
ads I've ever seen.
Oh, I mean, I guess
it's
it's
not
like,
the first time somebody spent
bro,
money.
what's the difference though? If it's a real life ad versus like a prop in-game ad, what the hell's the difference? I mean, they don't always have to have one. I mean, I guess it's kind of like, yo, I'm not trying to see shit from the real world. Like right there, if I saw a sign that said, fucking Maytag washers or something like that, I don't think it would really break my immersion, but I would rather see that little dino right there, because then I can kind of just be like, what the hell does this even say?
Spike
And then maybe
planted.
one day I can even grab my phone and use the
Last
camera to
player
tell me.
standing.
Oh my.
Yeah, 70.
Oh shit.
Putting ads in video games that people have paid for,
Don't stop
and it's
fighting.
garnered
You
some
must keep
ire in
going,
the past.
even if you're
Partly
the only
because,
one.
like, let's just be honest, Pepsi ads in a game are kind of weird. It's not super relevant. And then also there was one time where Barack Obama put ads into a whole bunch of games during
What
his first
the
presidential
fuck? Yeah, that
run,
would,
and it
okay, I
was-
can see how
mean,
it
just
gets
about
annoying.
as well liked as
They'd be
you
like,
can
bro,
imagine,
get the
but these
fuck
are
outta
all
here with that
things
shit.
That have really nothing to do with the game being played. And
To be fair, yeah, I mean, this, and it is a simulation game too.
I'm not a fan of advertising. I always consider it very manipulative. But in this case, I mean, people who liked this game could do what they do in this game.
It's like, yeah, that's like Valorant and hosting Valorant ads on here, like apply for our league or whatever.
Which is weird. All
It's
in
relevant,
itself.
you know.
And number 9, people are building computers in Tears of the Kingdom because, you know, duh. Why would it?
You could build
They did
a
it in
computer?
Minecraft. Why would they do it in this? And I'm not gonna
Oh, they
lie,
did build
I don't
one in
understand
Minecraft already.
Anything I'm about to say.
I don't even remember what that looks like or how it
and probably
works.
most high-profile example of this is a calculator. I do not understand what we're looking at. I don't know how to determine what the answer is. I have no idea what is happening here. But it's a 1-bit calculator. That means
One
ones
bit
or
was-
zeros, binary code, and it uses lights to take inputs and do the calculations. Now, what's particularly
fuck?
impressive about this is that Tears of the Kingdom has a 21 object build limit. So they've built a calculator with very few objects here. That's impressive.
Sensor trick.
Now, that limit also does tell
What
us
is this?
that these are not going to become complex computers that you run
Over
Doom
there.
on
30
or
seconds left.
Microsoft Word or whatever. Somebody got Windows 95 running in Minecraft, I remember. You're not going to get to that point here just because of the sheer limit. I
Over there.
imagine with emulation that
planted.
limit will eventually have a lot.
Ooh,
One
nice, man.
enemy
It becomes
remaining.
a question of what can the game
Ooh,
handle.
they're
So we'll
great.
see where that goes. At number 8,
Elbow?
Diablo
Nothing there.
makes me
Nice.
ask the question, when does a transaction stop being micro? I think it's right here. There is a set of armor in the game, the Bone Guy armor, that you get it as DLC. That's allegedly a microtransaction for
Make them regret their
$21.
choice of
So I
profession.
have 2 questions. Firstly, is this still a microtransaction? And if the answer
$21?
is yes, this is a microtransaction and not simply
That's an
a
action, bro.
transaction. Or perhaps a macro transaction if you want to get salty. But if yes, this is a microtransaction, is our money really that worthless? Like, no joke, this suit of armor
$20
costs
whole dollars?
$1
Here, I'll
more
give you
than
mine.
Witcher 3's Blood and Wine expansion when it came out. Blood and Wine is essentially a AAA game campaign. It's definitely not as long as the main Witcher campaign, but it's AAA game campaign. I could easily see another company selling that as a standalone for $60 when it
Fuck,
comes out.
that's mo-
And this suit of armor costs $1 more, $21. Suit of armor. I don't know. Maybe it's not that weird.
Spike
Maybe
planted.
other people see this and think it's normal. But for those of us who experienced the before times, this looks psychotic.
Oh shit.
At number 7, Jeff Keighley, the Summer Game Fest guy. You know how much of a success the Summer Game Fest has become when that's
2 in the back corner.
how I think of Jeff Keighley at this point. I mean, I remember when he was just like a guy writing articles and eventually co-hosting.
Last player standing.
Oh.
But now he's the Game Awards and the Summer Games
I got
Fest
Dorito
guy.
dust.
Shit.
And along with Conan O'Brien is some weird hologram in Death Stranding. I wanted to set that all up because part of the reason why Summer Games Fest exists is because he left E3. E3
Fuck, I
had
didn't even
been
pick up any
attempting to
weapons.
rebrand as a fan, media, and influencer festival that year. And he left saying that he wasn't comfortable with the direction they were taking.
Battlefield
And
changes
now
with
that it's
every
dead,
patch.
Jeff said he doesn't think
Wait,
Summer Game
they're not
Fest
doing E3 no
killed it
more?
by being competition for it.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
thinks
yeah,
that
yeah, I
E3
remember
killed
that.
itself. He said 4 years ago he realized E3 wasn't evolving in a way it really needed to in order to be relevant. And
So he's
these
still doing
words
Summer
sound a
Fest or
little
whatever?
weird, just
Summer
because
Games
we're
Fest?
talking about E3 being gone. And it's a loss for everybody who enjoys video games, but I don't think Jeff is wrong. I don't think they really
out of my way.
successfully transitioned to
Oh, that's
anything.
BB.
I mean, it's been pretty spotty over the last few years anyway. And Summer Game Fest is kind of a fundamentally different thing. I don't know. It's weird that people kind of blame him for it because a lot of the time he's done a show, there hasn't even been an E3 to compete with. So,
27 jet.
At number 6, the Indiana Jones game Bethesda is making that had said that they were going to do it for all of the consoles is now an Xbox
Spike
exclusive.
planted.
Enjoy. I know they tried to deflect a whole bunch, saying,
Oh, shit.
oh, well, we're going to have a lot of multi-platform games.
Oh, fuck, he
and
could
it's
see me,
gonna
huh?
be important ones, blah, blah, blah. And
One
Disney
enemy
had
remaining.
a signed agreement saying if they merged with Microsoft, they would still make the game for multiple consoles, and, well, I'm just going to go ahead and say, I think it's weird that people thought that was going to be the direction. Of course, they're going to make the
There's
game
no
work
need
as
for the
few
enemy to
things as
suffer.
possible. That's
I can
the
use a
easiest way to make a better game. You don't have to make multiple versions of it. Well, they do. I mean, PC and Xbox. But he was quick to say this, and even said he didn't think that Starfield would be coming out this year if they didn't make it an Xbox exclusive. And that's probably true. In some ways, it's weird to think of Bethesda as a first-party developer making stuff on only Xbox. But it's almost weirder that people thought after being bought by a company that makes video game
like that,
consoles that they weren't going to have, like, move to that paradigm. Hard for me to wrap my mind around, really. Moving on to number 5, the Myst creator has defended the use of AI-assisted content.
I'm trying to ping the fucking gun.
Because, you know, AI is now the big problem that everybody cares about and really doesn't mean anything. Because generative AI was apparently involved in various things like journals, some paintings. It was involved in modifying audio in certain ways. But according to Cyan Worlds, the developer, this was all assisted. AI didn't fully create any of this stuff. All the voice acting was actually performed by a human being, but they did use AI to alter the tone and pitch, presumably allowing one person to do multiple voices. The actor that did that actually declined to be credited, and I do not blame him, because being involved in anything AI-oriented seems to really be a problem for certain people. It creates a whole bunch of controversy, and the fact that I'm even saying that it shouldn't generate the amount of controversy it does is gonna get
One enemy
in
remaining.
terms
Spike.
of writing
30 seconds
one of
left.
the standard
Spike
ways
down,
that
mid.
AI
Yo, help me.
expressing ideas to the AI and saying, how do we make this into a structure, and then taking that sort of bland AI writing and using it as the basis to write something that's good. We actually do a similar process here, although not with AI. Obviously, there's humans
Yeah, you
here
know
that-
what's weird is that you can have AI conversations now with NPCs. That the Matrix game is using it. Like, you can go up to an NPC and talk. They can only do like one at a time at the moment. But imagine being able to talk to crowds too. That'd be crazy. But I mean, even just the one, like talking to them, and they generate conversations based off of what you say. Like, they could literally hold an entire conversation with you, and you could be like, you'd be like, "How's your day going? What are you up to? What have you been doing?" And they'll have like a full-on conversation. Like, if they really did some shit, like they'll make some shit up, you know. But oh, was that an op, bro? Did he buy? Okay, no, I was about to say, did he buy an op and just get fucking wrecked? But yeah, I mean, another thing that they could add that would be crazy is they already have it having conversations with you, but if it can like learn how to do things to where you could be like, hey, can you show me where this building is, or can you show me where my next objective is, and they kind of like walk you to it, or kind of start walking there, and then maybe some shit happens on the way, like a fucking bear attacks you guys or something. Man, game potential is crazy. And AI is so smart now. It can learn too. So, I don't know, man. The future of gaming is going to be wild, wild.
that write
They're
scripts.
planting.
And a lot of the time, those scripts
Spike
are
planted.
made primarily to express the ideas that are talked about in the writing process in a manner where it's structured to make sense. And then
One
as
enemy
somebody
remaining.
sits down to record it, it changes a lot. I'm guessing that if you throw in AI, it's not terribly different from what I just described, except for, again, we don't use AI to do it. I want to make that real clear. But I'm pretty constantly crediting the efforts of the rest of the game team for videos that we do. I often get nice compliments from people in the comments, and I like to thank them and also say these are a team effort. There's a lot of
What is this
effort that
spray,
goes
bro?
into
Why does it
making
do
any
that one
of these
sometimes?
videos, whether we script it or not. And sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And our team...
Bro, I bet they be using actual like ChatGPT or ChatGPT to fucking talk about these games that they be doing videos about. See, look, sometimes it sprays her like this, but other times it sprays her where she exploded some shit.
team is small enough that you don't really have to worry about whether or not we have the
Dude,
capacity
journalists are
to write
using
a script.
ChatGPT for that shit.
And I imagine an indie game where somebody's got to come up with a whole lot of content. I get why they use it. I'm not saying that's how you used it. It's probably an educated guess, though, just based on the process of writing collaboratively, period. Keeping in mind, Cyan Worlds is the original developer of the Myst series, and there is a whole lot in terms of expectation and standards that people have for Myst. And at this point, they have less than 50 employees, and that isn't all game devs or artists or anything like that. The administrative staff is counted in that, from the CEOs all the way down to secretaries and assistants. It's less than 50 people working on this game. I can understand why they would go that route. For me, what really
Last player
matters.
standing.
Why'd that not blind him? Reach just hit 142.
That
On
being
site.
said, they did, I mean, deliver on a few things, and on a few people have some pretty negative criticism. And that was before the whole AI thing happened. So, I talked for a long
30
time
seconds
about this
left.
one, because there's a lot of different angles, and that's kind of what
Spike
makes
planted.
it weird. I mean, the comments are a great place to talk about AI. I'll definitely be paying
One enemy remaining.
At
He's
number
one tap.
4, this bamboo grove. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking this is real. It's not, though. If you stay with it long enough, the Unreal pops up. And,
sure.
I mean, that's just completely astounding. I don't know
This
if
is
I
an
have
Unreal
anything to
Engine?
say
No
that's
fucking
gonna
way.
Make you go,
You're all more important
whoa.
than words from a brief.
Just the fact that you're
Look out
looking
for each
at
other.
something that isn't real, something that's 3D
That's-
modeled.
What?
I have not seen that looks this good, and this is
Mr.
Unreal
Chris.
Engine. I know we've done a lot
What's
of
up?
videos on
Could I
Unreal
please have
Engine
a
tech demos and stuff like that, but it doesn't get
Gracias.
any less weird to think about the fact that it
That
just
looks so
keeps getting
fucking beautiful.
realistic. You think like this is about as good
Never
as it's
thought
gonna
I'd
get
see
for a
the day.
while. And then nope, look at this. This looks like
you just have
some
to risk,
footage
you know?
that some person took like a
For real, bro.
mirrorless camera out into
Also
nature
lagging my
and
ass off.
film. It helps that the person who made this clearly understands what camera movement looks like when somebody does that. They didn't do anything that came off in any
That
way
looks
fake.
so
in
fucking
that
good,
respect,
dude.
I think the person who made this and their comprehension of what camera movement really looks like is a big help. But man, rain used to be impossible. It just looks like rain. At number 3, Microsoft basically said, "Oh, everybody's kicking our ass." I mean, to be fair, it's not something that any of us didn't know. But the Xbox
Hello.
series has for sure lost the console wars for this generation.
Oh, absolutely, bro. They gave
Sony
up.
killing it.
They
Nintendo
literally did give
Switch
up. They're like, our shit's trash. We
killing
know it.
everything. It's outdated hardware to say the very least, and just annihilating everything.
Damn,
else.
I wanna
We
play
found
that
out
game
in
so
May
bad,
that
too.
Nintendo Switch surpassed.
I've been thinking about buying.
125 million
I've been thinking
units.
about buying a Nintendo Switch just for the fucking Zelda
One
games.
enemy remaining.
Because apparently they're so good.
Spike planted.
And they look fucking cool, you know? No! He said 75. But yeah, I've been wanting to buy a Nintendo Switch just for that damn game, bro.
sold, and obviously it's sold more since then.
Or
Around
both
the
of them,
same
both
time
of them.
in
I
May,
wanna play
we
both
found
of
out the PS5 has sold 38 million units, still pretty respectable, although
Damn.
not even approaching Nintendo Switch. And the Xbox.
How much did the
Series
Xbox?
Last round in
and
the half.
S combined have sold
Uh-oh.
about 21 million units. Keeping
Damn,
in
bro,
mind
they
that
are
the
all
specs
in.
on both of those are pretty different, and so is the price. The PlayStation 5 actually costs a little bit more on average than the Xbox Series X.
Should I get a
although you can
PlayStation
generally
5?
get it at $499, which is the same thing the Xbox
Oh, fuck
Series
that.
X
500
costs.
bucks, bro.
And the Xbox Series S, the sort of low-grade
For a
version
terabyte,
that still
though, that's-
is
I guess.
definitely next gen compared to the Xbox One, that sells for $200 less. So when you total these two console sales, it's kind of pathetic compared to Switch.
That's
and it
very
certainly
pathetic.
isn't going to approach Sony sales unless they drastically speed up. Now, the thing is Microsoft said something that implied they kind of sacrificed this generation to invest in cloud
Spike
down,
technology.
B.
And I don't know if you've played games using their cloud service. It's actually
trash.
pretty good. I've
Shit.
played quite a few games on it at this point. It's how I play video games in my bedroom. And unless I'm playing something that's really
Oops.
fast-paced, it doesn't feel a lot different than playing video games.
He can run in
my
headshot, but
living
I
room,
can't.
Which has the hardware.
Over
in it.
there.
So it's not as though they're
Blocking
doing
fire.
a bad job with
Over
that,
there.
but that seems like a flimsy excuse. Microsoft
That's on the
is a
phone,
much
bro?
bigger
That's
company
crazy.
than Sony. Sony has a market cap of $150 billion, which is
Damn.
definitely nothing to laugh at. But Microsoft's market cap is over $2 trillion.
One enemy
A
remaining.
trillion.
Xbox, what are you doing?
Spike down
I
A.
can't imagine having that kind of money. And that's $1
Holy
trillion.
fuck.
Microsoft's market cap is 2. The idea that they
Make a better
sacrifice
console, asshole.
putting all of
Switching
their
sides.
resources into promoting
Well,
a
actually, we got
console just
Combat
PCs.
is a means to an
incorrect
end.
to me.
Negative.
I think
But
they
yeah,
pretty
that's
much
fucking
did what
stupid,
they
bro.
should do to promote a console. It's just people want the PlayStation 5 more. It's got better games on it, exclusively speaking anyways. And certainly Microsoft has been attempting to mitigate that by just buying every game company.
They're going.
But
I feel like Xbox is going more media than they are gamer. You know, they're not releasing new games. They're releasing new ways to intertwine all your fucking media together.
and that's landing them in some trouble. I don't know. I don't think that they really have an excuse
No
to be
mercy this
losing.
time.
And for them to come out and be like, well,
And
yeah, 'cause
Halo,
we're
bro.
gonna-
Poor Halo, man. I can't even play Halo anymore because of what they've done to it. Halo was like my favorite game growing up. Halo 3 specifically, but and Halo 2. Halo 2 was fucking cool. Oh shit.
Barrier.
Oh my god. There's 3 of them on side.
Spike down B.
That's not. That doesn't read as a
Last
real
player
in
standing.
terms of an excuse. I don't know if you're paying attention. At number 2,
Hey.
there's a competitive PvP 6 versus 6 FPS called X Defiant. That,
Oh, yeah, I've been
basically
having to try to play that, right?
Need a quick
compete with
rinse?
Call of
Just
Duty's
checking.
version of that mode. It's in beta, closed beta, might
Oh,
I
man.
add, and people are selling cheats for it.
Already?
A
Damn.
YouTube user called Sergeant Scully.
Is it any good? 'Cause I
posted a
like
video
Siege.
showing an advertisement for a cheat for X Defiant, a game in private beta. Like, there's 2 things you can take from this. First off, it is absolutely insane what level the cheat industry has gotten to at this point. But actually, it bodes
Oh, shit.
pretty well for the game. If people are interested in cheats for it, that means it's a game people want to play. Hopefully, Ubisoft can mitigate that cheating before it becomes a problem.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's,
Talk to Siege
again,
about cheating.
closed beta,
Over
meaning
there.
I mean, I guess they're doing a good job with
don't have
Siege-ish.
the amount of people playing it that are
Reloading.
eventually going to be. So they're going to be able to isolate cheats better, hopefully, maybe deal with it before it moves past the closed beta stage.
Oops.
But if
I'm not getting
people
the white
are
ass open.
interested in it to the point where there is a market
I didn't even
for
clear
cheats
sight.
in closed beta, I don't know. It
Barrier
sounds intriguing. I'll at least play it. I know Ubisoft probably doesn't think, oh, we want people to know that there's cheaters in the private beta. Hopefully it doesn't last till when it actually comes
Last
out.
player
but
standing.
Shit.
it makes me more interested in the game. And finally, at number 1,
I trusted my
another
homie
one
to
of these
watch my
stories
back, bro.
where a minor child.
Oh,
spends,
yeah, I heard about
their
this.
family's money all on
64,000,
mobile
bro.
games.
How did they
These
not
actually aren't
notice?
that weird in terms
Come
of
in.
occurrence
Let's go.
anymore, but the
I got
amount of
things to
money
do.
spent.
I think
her bank just was like, yo, you know you've been spending a lot of money, right?
So a 13-year-old teen girl spent $64,000.
I think it was in China, too.
Her family's entire savings on mobile games. 30,000 of that on microtransactions, and did it over
Fucking
5
hell.
months.
Do they-
She didn't
do
just
they
do it for herself either. She
refund
also
on
did,
any of that?
microtransactions for her classmates so they could play along with her. Now, this is basically
At least she was
a
sweet
problem
about
we've
it.
been seeing worldwide. We've seen stories.
We like Fortnite. We like
United
Fortnite
States
skins.
spending thousands of dollars in the United Kingdom.
Help me.
EU
Spike
countries.
down B.
You from China, and
Last
I'm
player
gonna say this
standing.
one's from China. They're not uncommon in China. They're uncommon in this amount with literally any country. At least for a family that isn't filthy rich. I'll say I'm sure there's
How's everyone
some
feeling?
rich
Good?
turd out
Because
there
you
spending
know-
way more money
Yeah,
than
that fucking
on
kid.
microtransactions. But like to you and me, $64,000 is a very large amount of money.
It is
When
a
you see
lot of
this,
money.
You can kind of understand why China is trying to limit mobile game time through law, because it's kind of like holy hell. I've never had $64,000 on hand. For
I'm
one.
saying,
That's
bro.
crazy. That is a crazy
Just to
amount of
spend
money.
it.
And
But I mean, it was over 5
30,000 of it
months.
in microtransactions.
Wish I had enough to not
Oh,
notice that
it's
my kid's
frustrating
spending all
to think
that.
And a quick bonus for you. Like, I'm not
Oh,
sure
This
guy got a gun, buddy?
blow
Nope.
your mind, but wow, I think they finally overcome the uncanny valley. This doesn't look photorealistic, but it looks like
Oh,
a
no.
human being, and it doesn't do the uncanny valley thing to me. I feel kind of like a film. It's a little
Spike
showcase
down
from
A.
an Epic Games team.
I got the spike.
And it's called Bugok. And honestly, like,
Trying to hit them headshots, boy.
showcase of their
Player standing.
and that's
You
all
can
for
kind of
today.
tell that that's CGI, but it looks really, really good.
If you're not subscribed, it's great to do so. We upload brand new
Sure.
videos every day of the week. Best way to see it first is, of course, a subscription. So click subscribe. Don't forget.
Damn. $64,000, bro. But I mean, it was only 30K on her. The rest of it was her homies, you know? She helping them out. She wants friends to play with. That was sweet. Can't get mad at her, man. You weren't watching what she was doing, you know? I wonder how they get that money back, or if they're unable to. I don't think they will, especially over 5 months. Like, what do you got to do? How do you prove that all of it was them? And I mean, like, you have to be held accountable, right? Because you're the one that didn't fucking watch what she was playing. So I think that's an L on their part, bro. I think they lose that money. I don't think they keep it. That was a bad Tully.
Cover going out.
I'm all alone.
Shadows traveling. No charges.
Reloading.
Wow. Nice, nice.
Spike planted. Fire.
Oh shit. I'm gonna say 78
Last
alley.
player
Oh
standing.
my gosh.
Oh, he's low.
Forget to enable all
Oh wait,
notifications.
it's already done. Yeah, that was a bunch of weird shit.